So I was just sitting here and I was like, well, you know, I'm tired. I've been out all day. It's already 1 in the morning. Don't want to record 2 videos. But then I thought, you know what? That's the reason that I don't have videos backed up when I'm sick. It's the reason I fall behind. Well, not really behind. I'm usually on top of it unless I get sick. But, you know, yeah, it's that attitude that gets me into bad situations. So I'm going to play Isaac this time. I know. I always just want to pick Isaac. I don't even know. Maybe I played Isaac last time. I don't even care. Sometimes guys just gotta play as Isaac. So Isaac, default stats, he's your standard character. Starts with a D6 and 1 bomb. Of course you have to unlock the D6, but yeah, I did that a while ago. We blew up a tinted rock back there. It gave us a key and 1 soul heart, which is a good pickup. I always love getting soul hearts. And here's our item room. Excellent. I'm on pad. I do want to reroll for Ghost Baby. Yeah, I'll roll with that. I can handle that. Ghost Baby is a familiar. It'll follow us around and shoot along with us. And its special ability, what makes it unique as a familiar, is that it shoots spectral tears. So that's a thing. And I was going to say, hopefully we get a bomb, because here's a tinted rock. And we just get a key. So that was kind of not worth it, but it'll be worth it later, I guess. So I'm hoping... Well, no, it won't matter. There aren't going to be enough rooms. But I was going to say, I was hoping to run into the boss room, like, right immediately. But it really doesn't matter. I'm not going to be able to build a second re-roll after the boss room. Well, maybe I would have been able to if I had found it. Did we get Curse of the Lost or something at the start of the floor? I just completely forgot. So here we have Lust, mini-boss, super fast. Get off of me. Yeah, that'll be that fight. Get a pill. And that pill does telepills. That's annoying. I have to see what the tarot card is now. First Isaac problems, or whatever. I don't know how I'd say that in a way that didn't sound dumb and still conveyed the meaning. Alright, the Empress. That's a good card. It was worth coming all the way back here for. The Empress gives us a 1-room use of the Whore of Babylon, and what the Whore of Babylon does is increases our damage and speed pretty significantly. Good stuff. So I'll fight the boss. And I'll use the Empress. The boss will be Monstro. It's a champion. It can't do the high jump, which means that it's basically just going to do this and occasionally hop a little bit. And he's going to go down really fast because of the Empress card, which makes my damage pretty crazy. And the Ghost Baby shooting along with me. It's helpful stuff. I'm going to be up so late because of this. Coin purse I do not want. Magic 8 Ball is Tears Up and a Tarot card. Tarot card is Hierophant. Excellent, that's 2 soul hearts for me. And I will now go see what's up in this last room or rooms before going to the next floor. And I have 3 keys, which means I will be able to go to the item room without hesitation. Hopefully I find it super early so that I can maximize my reroll potential. Because basically the D6, it recharges every 3 rooms, and if you can go to 3 rooms every time, so like if you start right next to the item room, that's great. You could reroll it as many times as there are rooms divisible by 3. But yeah, basically you want to find the item room early, and you also want to fight the boss early if you're given the chance and don't think you just die. So, I was going to say, hopefully the item room is right here. Means maximum reroll potential right now, because my D6 is just recharged after this room. And that means that I can probably reroll in the item room at least twice, if need be. I have the keys required. In fact, I have more than the keys required. So, excellent. My best friend, I do not want. Bomb bag, I don't want. I mean, yeah, the bomb bag's nice, and I'm sure it'll come back to bite me when I haven't taken it and reroll it, but I want better. basically what the bomb bag would do for us is it would drop a bomb every 2 or 3 rooms. I think it's 3, because last time I said it was 2, and then it didn't drop it every 2 rooms. That was just a catastrophe. No, actually it wasn't a big deal at all. So what we're going to do is we're going to beat this room. That sure was tough. We're going to fight the boss, and we're going to see, well, I can't reroll this boss's item. Fighting Famine. What Famine will drop is a cube of meat, and what a cube of meat does is rotate around us, blocking enemy tiers and damaging enemies that get close to it, or well, that it gets close to, that it touches. So, I mean, it's a pretty decent item, and it sets up for later in the game where you'll be able to get more cubes of meat that upgrade it, essentially. That's what happens. And we've finished the first phase of Famine, and now we finished the second. Cube of meat, and we gotta deal with the devil, sure. Let's see what's going on here. Yeah, the pact is mighty tempting, but I'm gonna do it. but nothing. So the pact is increased damage and increased tiers at the cost of 2 hearts, 2 red hearts, but it gives you 2 soul hearts, so it's a pretty fair trade, provided you have some way of replenishing those, which I don't. Anyway, I'm gonna reroll this for the bean, which means I might have wasted the item room for this floor, but we'll see if there are 3 more rooms that I can complete to get another reroll. It's looking like no. It's definitely no. So I don't want the bean. It's a decent item, but it's just not gonna appeal to me. So I will just move on. These things happen. And now some of you might say, why take the pact? Well, you're putting yourself in a situation where you don't have that much health. Well, late game, I want to have no red hearts, actually. Like, not even 1. But I want to have a ton of soul hearts. And that'll be a better situation for me than a bunch of red hearts or just a few red hearts or whatever. But we'll see. Most of the time I'll do this and it won't work out. Oh, excuse me. No, I'm not going to have the hiccups. That would be terrible. That would be the worst day. But, well, maybe I am, but I can hope. But. All I say is but. I swear. Okay. Calm down, guys. I got you, hosts. Apparently, no, I don't. And I know I have all these keys, I may as well be using them in the shop, but, I mean, I don't have the money for them, and why waste keys? Okay, we're getting plenty of coin drops. Okay, so, I'll pop this. Give me my key back, and then 3 cents. And a heart. Profit. Magnet. I'm gonna reroll it. Celtic Cross is much better. Celtic Cross, when we get hit, we have some amount of chance of becoming invincible for a little while. It's a nice pickup. Stacks well with the Polaroid if you have a Polaroid that's actually useful, which I often don't, because the Polaroid will only give you invincibility if you have half of a red heart or less, which would mean no red hearts and only soul hearts, which is why I take deals with the devil that I probably shouldn't, in order to eventually end up with no red hearts, so that I can maximize the use of the the Polaroid. Now, there were some reasons that I should have taken the magnet, namely to get things that are in the middle of the map that I can't reach, like that key in the previous room, but I think that the Celtic Cross is definitely a bigger, better pickup, because random invincibility is far better than no invincibility, is better than a few items, you know, like a few pickups, and I already have a bunch of keys, so I think I made the right choice, but I'm also a little D6 happy. I do enjoy using the D6, even though sometimes I should just settle and then I don't, and then, like on the last floor, I end up with the bean that I don't want. But I'd say for the most part I do use it effectively and end up with good items that I do want to have. Oh, that was bad, but I got invincibility. That's why the Celtic Cross was a good pickup, I say. We also picked up the compass in that room, and the compass will show us the location of every room that has an icon, but it won't show us the path to get there. Compass is one of my favorite pickups. Okay, so we've got a tinted rock, which means I really want to bomb somehow. Maybe this champion will drop a coin, which isn't a bomb. Which means maybe I should go to the shop where I could possibly buy a bomb, since a bomb, you know, it's not expensive and it's not an uncommon thing to be in a shop. These things are both for sure. And I'd say a tinted rock in general is almost always worth 5 cents for the bomb. And possibly even the key. Okay, that was bad damage, but Chubb will now go down, as will this nub quite easily. Pageant Boy is not something I want. What I want is Squeezy. Squeezy is excellent. Squeezy is Tears Up and 2 Soul Hearts. Yes, I know I could have taken Pageant Boy and then felt fine about going to the shop because then I'd have 15 cents. But Pageant Boy is pretty much worthless in all situations, and I wouldn't take it if I didn't have if I had no other option, I would take it. But otherwise, nope. The Magician, and I may as well take this key since I'm not going to be able to get the battery. Oh well. Sometimes you miss out on a tinted rock. What are you gonna do? I'd say I'm still in a good position, and Squeezy kind of substitutes for the tinted rock because the tinted rock usually drops 1 or 2 soul hearts. Sometimes drops the small rock though, which is definitely something that I would love to have. Still, it's not in the cards. Alright. PEEPER. Yeah, I'm gonna take the PEEPER. So the PEEPER will pop out our left eye, which you didn't pop out my Squeezy. So it pops out our left eye, and that means, well, then the eye can bounce around much like a Peep's eye does, and it does tons of damage, and it also increases the damage in our left eye by 1. That's why half of our tears are now red. I think it makes them red tears regardless of how much damage you're doing, but it is a damage increase of what I believe to be 1. That was such dumb damage. Well, sometimes you do dumb things. You don't really know why. It's because you're a crazy teenager and never mind. Anyway, since I knew where it was, I made my way first to the boss, because that will allow me to, again, maximize my use of the D6. Took some dumb damage, but I guess that's why I'm trying to build health up. So let's see what we got in D6. We have Hollow. Hollow is quite susceptible to the PEEPER because it's in constant motion. Great song, Dream Theater. And it's not a champion Hollow, so it doesn't do anything stupid like drop stuff. Cat of Nine Tails, I'm gonna reroll. Jesus Juice, excellent, excellent pickup. It multiplies your damage by 1.5. And as nice as it is, I don't think I'm gonna do the Book of Belial for my last red heart. It might be fun, but yeah, I'm not gonna do it. Now I'm just gonna complete this floor. I know you guys are all like, come on, you just said that you want to get rid of all your red hearts. There's the perfect opportunity with a really great item. But I want to keep the D6. The D6 is really good. And, you know, Jesus Juice increased my damage pretty substantially. Reasonably substantially. You know, 1.5 times is better than not 1.5 times, you know? So, still completing the floor, get a D6 charge, but really just get more drops, bombs, keys, maybe 4 cents so I can go to the shop and not feel bad about it, like I'm wasting. And also look for tinted rocks. Tinted rocks are really big finds. You always want tinted rocks. So many key drops, it's actually getting ridiculous. Yeah, I'll use a key drop here. Let's see what it is. The Empress, excellent card. So that'll be my new thing to carry around. Empress, just like before, will increase my damage and speed substantially on use. So kind of okay that I didn't pick up the Book of Belial. But even if it's not, I don't care. I want to keep my D6. D6 is like my favorite item to use, other than the candle. And the shears. But you know, it's a different kind of favorite item to use. It's like, it's a fun element, tactic, whatever you want to say about it. It's fun. That was dumb damage that was hard to avoid, really. So I'm actually really surprised that all of our tiers are not red tiers now, because I mean, I've had a lot of increased damage. But alas, my DPS is still good, my overall output. I'm shooting quickly and strongly. I can go to the shop. Would you look at that? Probably gonna be greed, but worth a shot. Super greed. I was mostly right. Oh, this is awful. And now it's less awful. Amazingly didn't take any damage. And now I have a ton of money. I was hoping he'd drop an item, which would be the quarter, which I would reroll, because I don't want it. But on to the next floor. Definitely going to visit the shop here as well. Curse of Darkness hides the map from us, so our compass is worthless. But here is the shop or a library, I don't know. It's the shop, and I will take the treasure map. What the treasure map does is, goes well with the compass. It shows us the room layout. So now I know where every room is and what it is. So, you know, it's the other half to the compass. It also shows the secret room, but not the top secret room. Not that it matters on this floor. On this floor, I can't see anything. Oh, no, you stay away from me. I've been doing really well, I'd say, on avoiding damage. For the most part, I haven't taken much at all. I've taken 1.5, 2 damage in the last couple floors. Definitely really good. And that just took a little focus. I'm getting plenty of heart drops that I don't need at all. But, whatever. Looking for the item room, because I'm wasting D6 charges at the moment. And I can't stress enough how valuable treasure map and compass will be later. Like when I go to the womb and the cathedral and beyond, knowing exactly where the boss rooms are, without having to mess around. So I just took a bunch of damage all at once, which really sucks. That was tricky. Took good play. 2 clubs doubles my bombs. Good pickup since I haven't been getting that many bombs. Oh, why didn't you take the bomb bag? Well, I think I made the right choice, even though it gave me the bean instead, which was not good. Again, not because it's a bad item, but because it is just less valuable to me than the D6. Now this room always sucks, or can really suck, because it can force you to use Like, it can force you to take damage in order to succeed on the room, which is a dumb mechanic. So in this, we find a soul heart that we lose immediately. Rage, I'll take it even though it sucks. What Rage does is, within a room, every time we kill an enemy, our damage increases up to a maximum. So it's good in some situations, and otherwise, I mean, obviously, I would prefer a damage up instead of Rage. Rage is just not useful. Samson's starting item, but whatever, I'll take it. It can be useful. In general, it's not. Though, as my PEEPER kills things, it counts for me killing things. I'd love to get over there. I know the magnet wouldn't have been able to save me and get that for me. Good thing that B-Licker didn't stay in that wall there, because they can just do that and run away. But I have bombs, so I could have gotten out of that. Okay, so what I'm going to do here, I'm going to use the Monster Manuel, use the Necronomicon. I'm going to reroll both of them. Book of Revelations, Anarchist Cookbook. This is the risky business. I wanted to pick up my D6 again, but it caused me to take damage. Oh well. So we've just removed 4 books from the library's spawn setup stuff, spawn pool. So I'd say that was good. Was it worth 1 damage? Probably not. On fighting the boss, though. We fight Conquest. Conquest sucks, man. I hate Conquest. I could die here very easily. Very easily. Usually I end up fighting Conquest on the Boom one if I fight Conquest at all. Oh my god. Gee, if I call this episode Conquest, you guys will know that I die on him. Now is the time to do that. What's in the box? It really wasn't worth it. I'm going to go ahead and say that, but it could have been worth it. Okay. I survived and I got a cube of meat for some reason. This happened one other episode. Weird, man. Weird. Yeah, I'd love to take Guppy's Paw, but in all honesty, it's not worth it because that would take my only red heart. At which point, yeah, you know what, I'm just going to take the Ouija board. Gives me Spectral Tears, whatever. Oh my god, Curse of Darkness again, so I can't see the map. But I'm just going to say I was pretty much dead anyway, even if I kept my red heart. So I'm just going to give myself all these possible advantages at high risk. So anyway, second cube of meat causes the cube of meat rotating around me to become a familiar that shoots along with me, but still rotates and protects and such. I'm cool with that. Again, the Conquest is supposed to drop the white pony. But, you know, I only ran into him because I used the Book of Revelations. I'm pretty sure. Oh look, it's Greed again, you're so funny. You know, every time I blame a game for something, or blame something for something, I want to put Halo 3 at the end, like, oh, you're so funny, Binding of Isaac, but I think, oh, you're so funny, Halo 3, because I just spent so much time on Halo 3, and everything was that game's fault. But no, I love that game. It's so much fun. I wish I could go back to having that much fun with the game, in all honesty. Modern Warfare 2 as well. Great game. Had tons of fun with it. Haven't really had the feeling since. Anyway, Champion Chub again. But we found the item room, and the item room will allow us to use our first reroll here. And since it's a late floor, it's depths 2, we're likely to be able to get another reroll. Abel, I don't want. Luckfoot, it's a bit late for that. I'm gonna pass. Yeah, I know everyone's thinking, what? Why would you ever pass on that? But whatever. I'm playing crazy right now. You know, a man on the edge. Honestly, it's not a huge thing to be bailing out on. I wish there were a map, though, because that'd be real nice. Maps are my homeboys. Oh, by the way, I didn't explain the Ace of Spades. What the Ace of Spades does is increase the drop rate of tarot cards. And now we've got a D6 charge, and we'll go see what we can re-roll the luck foot into. All this walking, but this is how you're supposed to use a D6, guys. Mom's Knife. Well, Spectral Tears was now a terrible choice. But Mom's Knife is the pickup for sure. Too little too late? Quite possibly. But this is huge damage in exchange for range mostly. See what we got in here. Sure. The Joker takes me to deal with the Devil Room. I can't really make very efficient use of that, to be honest. Like, I can't take any deals with the devil right now. Oh, you monsters, stay away from me. Yeah, I'm definitely going to say that the knife is powerful right now. The Hermit takes me to the shop. Well, the shop no longer exists after this floor, and is also greed on this floor. I already went there. What's this tarot card? Justice spawns one of the 4 main pickups here. And I may as well go to the last few rooms. Search of Soul Hearts. I'd love to go to the Curse Room, but I can't really afford that risk. Because now that I actually have a chance of victory, however slim, better do my best to make it happen. That was terrifying. Up. That was hard to avoid. Possibly impossible. So I'm now 1 hit from super death. It's much worse than regular death. I mean, it has super in front of it. How could it not be? Oh, that was such a dumb death. Okay, but hitting a lull, but I'll be doing something big soon, I'm sure. I just beat the chest like 3 times, you know? So thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.